You will definitely want to see the view on this home. Stay tuned. We rarely get to tour a model home for sale, but I got one for you right here in the hills west of Austin, Texas. Now this is the Willis plan. It's built by Coventry Homes and it has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and is an open concept 2-story plan that's over 3,400 square feet. Now, when I say open concept, I mean I've seen tens of buyers walk through this plan and look up at the tall ceilings that are everywhere. We have tall ceilings when you first walk in the front door that I will show you later on in the video. We have tall ceilings right here in the dining room. We also have tall ceilings in the living room that has windows on top of windows that all look out to an incredible view. So stick with me, we have a lot to see in this model home for sale that is listed under $1 million, and at the end of the video, I will give you the exact list price. Now, my name is Raj Sahu, I'm a realtor here in the Austin metro area, and I've represented clients with 19 different builders. So I'm gonna give you the perspective of hundreds and hundreds of buyers I've seen walk these new build homes, and that starts right here in the kitchen. Now this kitchen is unique where they elected for dark cabinets, a dark kitchen island countertop, and then the exterior countertops are very light, and then above this 5-burner gas stove top, they have a tile running all the way up to the ceiling following this vent hood. Now I will want to hear from you in the comments at the end of this video of what you thought about these different design upgrades, especially here in the kitchen, and then I can't wait for you to see the view that's outside this home. We will get out to that patio, and they did do a mega covered patio option, which I'll explain to you later on. Now on the kitchen island, they did do a stainless steel apron sink, and then I absolutely love this view looking out into the living room with all those windows and the tall ceilings that are there. Now we're gonna get to that living room in a second, but I just wanna show you while we're here in the kitchen what the pantry looks like. And actually before the pantry, they have what's called a tech center. Now as shown with that iPad and the keyboard, that's fake on the left side there, it's just staging. I think that's exactly what they intended to have that area for, is if you are cooking, you need to quickly get to a laptop or a computer or something like that. It's a nice area to have. As you can tell here, you still have a very large pantry for this square footage, and then that built-in desk area is fantastic. Now, I do like the utility of having an area like this, a lot of storage for food, a separate area to study or get some work done right here. We'll get back to that area that's actually access to a garage and utility room, but you just have to see this view when walking out from the kitchen right into your living room. And this is what I see so many buyers walking these homes do. They get into this living room, they look right up to those beautiful transom windows, and there is so much natural light pouring into this main living area that's still attached to the kitchen, still attached to the dining room, but they all still feel like their own private areas. And that's why I have to take a seat here, because you just have to experience this for yourself. All those windows off your left shoulder, and I don't think we've even shown this fireplace that has dark tile running all the way up to the ceiling. Amazing. At the time I'm actually posting this video, I have a client who's currently building the Willis plan. It's in a different community, but they also have a view off their backyard, and I can tell you they had a lot of fun at the design center picking these different tiles or backsplashes, all those different upgrades in the kitchen. It was great because of the layout of this plan and walking model homes like this to give them ideas. But also, I'm excited to see what they do when they move in, because when you have tall ceilings like this, you can put artwork up on the walls, you can do tall curtains, you can do so many things to make these different spaces feel so large. I think that continues right here in the primary bedroom, where we have good ceiling height, but incredible windows off the back wall. I love how Coventry has started to do this in some of their communities, where they put these transom windows above the primary bed, I like how the middle window is just a little bit larger than the other two, and the same thing for these windows off the back wall. Or when you got a view like that, it's nice to have as many rooms as possible on the back of your home with as many windows as possible, bringing in lots of natural light and also capturing that view. Now we're gonna head over to the primary bathroom next, and then after that we will go outside to the patio. I'm gonna show you the backyard, the view, and we'll also talk about this beautiful community that we're in. Now as we enter the primary bathroom, we have two vanities with a tub on the left side, and then we have a walk-in shower on the right side. And I wanna hear from you of what you think about the tile work that's in here. Now, of course, we have good ceiling height. For the floor tile, I like the movement in it and how they match that up with the walk-in shower tile that we'll see here in a second. But I want to know what you think about this tile backsplash around the tub, because they match this as an accent wall behind me. I'm seeing a lot of builders as well as some home buyers doing this, where they do a grout color that outlines that tile. Like on this tile, they did a white grout. And then they also did that in the walk-in shower, which we'll see as we turn around here. So I will want to hear from you in the comments. What did you think about using a different grout color as a design item? What I think is this tile going all the way up to the ceiling is fantastic. When you have tall ceilings like this, I think it's such a great upgrade to have, especially in the primary bathroom that you're going to be using every single day. And that absolutely plays a factor when it comes to resale. I also like that accent wall, which was just that different wall tile in the walk-in shower on that center wall, because when you walk into the shower, when you walk into this bathroom, you can't help but look all the way around this bathroom at all the different design work. On the right side, the walk-in shower. On the left side, the tub with the vanities, cabinets and countertops. There's just so much going on in this bathroom, and I like how they match different things up. Like I've had a buyer on a similar plan to this actually match up their tub backsplash with their accent wall, and I love that because that designs on either wall, so you can't help but enter the bathroom and look all around at all these different upgrades. And I just think that makes that space feel that much more special. Now on this side, we do have one of two primary closets. If anybody's wondering, that box is a structured wiring panel. It's usually where your wireless router will go. If you're concerned about having your router on one side of the home, keep in mind if you build from scratch, usually Coventry will offer you an electrical appointment where you can add wireless access points, which just boosts your Wi-Fi throughout the home. At least every single buyer I've had, several buyers that have worked with Coventry and designed from scratch have been given that option. And then behind me, we do have access to the utility room. So you don't have to lug your laundry through your home. You can just go right in here where there's an area for a washer and dryer. I love that hex tile they use on the floor. I think that's so fun to do in a space like this, as well as a space like the powder bathroom, which we'll see a little bit later as well. Now through that door is a mud bench, and that would be access to a 3-car tandem garage. Now, one upgrade I want to call out that Coventry started including in a lot of their plans, including the Willis at the time I'm posting this video, is a workout room. Now on this plan, if you do that workout room, it does take out the tandem space in the garage, but there are other plans where it does not. Regardless, I think it's a great idea to have, because so many people say, well, why would I take up garage space for a workout room? I'll just work out in my garage. If you have never lived in Texas before, please understand it gets brutally hot here in the summer. It makes it very difficult to even just walk around in your garage, let alone work out. And then working on the second floor can just be very loud for anybody below you. So I think that it's a great structural upgrade that does add square footage to the plan. This is great too, having a dining room with windows everywhere, up on the wall, on the left side, right in front of us, on the patio. Just such a great space to have right off of that kitchen area, and this is incredible as well. Imagine having a patio like this, where first off, when you walk out, you have a 6-seater dining table. I think they did this maybe to get a little bit more shade as the sun sets around the corner. So I think for this lot, this is probably a good spot for that 6-seater table, because this is an east-facing home. That's why the sun is setting in the back of the home. And so that's why you have to do the mega covered patio option, which wraps this patio around as an L shape around the home. If not, it would just be cut off kind of like in an I shape instead of wrapping around. But I think to see the sunset every day, just beaming in through those windows, but then being able to get outside and kind of enjoy this on a daily basis, that is the life right there. And that life is possible, first off with this home, but also in this community called The Hollows. Now, The Hollows is located in a suburb outside of Austin, Texas, which is called Lago Vista, Texas, and Jonestown, Texas. Both are lake towns that kind of split up this community. Both are very similar to each other, and both have their own set of amenities outside of this community. Now, I'll focus on the inside of this community because there is a lot going on. Walking distance from this home that we're walking that's for sale, we have what's called the Trailhead Club. And at that Trailhead Club, they have basketball, they have pickleball courts, and they have this very large pool that has a view that looks out for miles. In fact, from that pool area, you can see the Colorado River in the distance, and the views of the hills rolling along that Colorado River is just incredible. Aside from the beauty, there are lots of water activities too. I mentioned the Colorado River. When you hear lakes around Austin, those are just various swellings of the Colorado River that are very calm. So you might hear of Lake Travis that is close by, and there is so much to do on Lake Travis. Now, while we look at this powder bathroom, and shout out to my videographer, Marc, who we saw there in the mirror, I wanted to just finish by saying that the trails are incredible in this community. In fact, I had a client who was moving from Dallas to the Austin metro area, and they said they love views, they want to be in the hills, they want to be around greenery, they love hiking. They absolutely love living in this community. In fact, we looked at maybe just a handful of communities, and once they saw the Hollows, they said, there's nothing like this. They have to move here, and they have loved every second of this. And they constantly talk about the trails and just walking around, capturing the beauty every day. It's amazing. What's also amazing is the layout of this plan. So I think Coventry does a great job of listening to what buyers need, and as that evolves, they continue to try to put those different needs in homes as either options or in the layout. So the workout room is a great example. That definitely was sparked by the pandemic with a lot of people working out from home, and I think it still exists today. So they started throwing that in as an option. They also do things like this in their layout. When you first walk in, it's open to the second story. But I've also heard buyers say they love grand entrances, but they don't want the stairwell to go right into the door. So in this plan, they kind of hid the stairwell behind the wall that's actually behind this closet, but you still get that open to the second story and that grand feeling when walking in through the front door. I've also heard buyers say that they need 2 bedrooms downstairs. Probably something I've been saying now for 3 to 4 years. It's just constantly talking about 2 bedrooms down because I was hearing it more and more often. And most people who need this, they say they need it because when parents stay with them, they don't want them going up and down the steps. They want them to be comfortable on the first floor with their own bedroom and their own full bathroom. And that's right here. Now keep in mind, in this full bathroom, they do have a bathtub, but oftentimes when my clients have built from scratch with Coventry, there was an option that allowed for a walk-in shower. You could either do a walk-in shower with an acrylic pan, so that has that white lip that comes up, or you can do a mud set shower where they actually dig into the concrete to allow you to put a floor tile in. Now, I want to give a disclaimer here because I do not work for Coventry, and so you should be double checking everything I'm mentioning before making a buying decision. Now, I should say I am a realtor and I represent buyers when they're interested in buying new construction or even buying resale homes. And so I can come in unbiased because I don't work for any of these builders, and I can tell buyers who are the good builders, who are the bad builders, and why. And I can also make recommendations for resale value. One of those recommendations, like I was mentioning before, is having this second bedroom downstairs, but also not compromising on other areas of the home. There's so many times where I've toured homes with builders, and to get this second bedroom downstairs, you have to upgrade the garage tandem space, kind of similar to what I was talking about with the workout room. So you lose that garage space just to get this second bedroom and full bathroom down. And oftentimes where you see so many buyers doing that same upgrade over and over again, it's tough because it doesn't allow for other spaces like that workout room or much needed garage space. Also, I've had people have to upgrade this study into a second bedroom downstairs and makes the powder bath into a full bathroom, but then you don't have a powder bathroom. There's always some sort of compromise and some sort of game that you're playing that you don't realize until you're at the buying table making these decisions with the builder. And that's why I try to educate people as much as possible on great plans and also what to look for. For example, in this plan, I love the layout when you first walk in the front door. You have this study on the right side, on the left side, you have that private area with the bedroom and the full bathroom. It's all away from the main living area, which is separated by the stairwell. And then of course, when you get out to that main living area, it just feels massive because of all the tall ceilings and all the windows. In other words, I think it's just a well thought out plan. And I'm not surprised I have a client under contract on this plan, a few clients under contract with Coventry, because I think they're doing good work right now. And of course, good work is just all relative, right? Who are we comparing it to? And sometimes Coventry is knocking it out of the park against some of their competitors in certain areas. Sometimes I think they're fairly similar to some of the other product that's out there. It just depends on the community. Now, I can tell you in this community, Coventry does a great job in capturing the views because of all the windows they're putting in their home. Now, upstairs here, we are in the game room. That's going to be a media room on this side. But one change they made here is the positioning of the transom windows. Notice it's at eye level. So while you're in the game room here, you can see right out through those transom windows. You can see right down into the main living room. Obviously, we'll see that in the dining room as well. And so you get this great open concept feel being in this game room. So I know there's no furniture up here, but if you can just imagine having this as a hangout area. I've seen this model home before with a foosball table in here, like a game area, and just having all those windows around just makes it feel so large. Now, the problem with being so open concept is sometimes you feel like you're always around people in your own house. And if you just want a private area where you can watch a ball game, watch a movie, hang out, be a little bit loud, they do have a media room option they're currently offering. And that's what we're seeing right here. That's why there are no windows in this room. So you can make it a theater experience. You see some caps on the wall. That's usually for putting up a TV. If there are caps on the ceiling, those are usually for speakers. So there's so many things that you can do when you're building from scratch. But overall, the layout, that's tough to change after you close. And so I love this layout of feeling very open, but still getting some of these private areas like that media room. Now we're gonna head over to one of the bedrooms that's on the left side here, and then I'm gonna cover the rest of the second story. And while we cover this, I wanted to cover a couple things. First off, structural upgrades, and then we'll get into Coventry's design studio and what I think about Coventry relative to other builders that I've seen buyers build homes with. For structural upgrades, it's really simple. Upstairs, you saw the media room, which is currently being offered as a structural upgrade. They are also offering an option for a bedroom 5 and an additional full bathroom on that side that would replace the media room. So it's kind of a one or the other type of deal. But there is an option to do the media room and then add an extra full bathroom. So that would make this home a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom home. So if you want each of these bedrooms upstairs to have their own full bathroom, that would be a great way to do it. Another way to do it is to do it after closing or years down the road, and obviously running plumbing and putting in bathrooms is very difficult to do. So that's one of those things, usually a good idea to do with the builder, even if you're planning for future years. And then moving on to Coventry's design studio, what I've found is it's been a good experience relative to other builders simply because the options are a good amount, and I think the pricing has been more tolerable. I think some people get very surprised going to design studios when they realize that everything they saw in the model home was an upgrade, but that's just how most builders work. The question really then shouldn't be, what are all the upgrades? The question is, what should I be budgeting for my costs? And that's where I come into play, because I can tell you there are some builders where you should literally budget twice the amount going to the design studio as you would with a handful of other builders. And because I have so many experience with these builders and I don't work for any of them, I can tell people honestly what their best options are. And I can't say that in a video because your best option is all based on your criteria. what do you need in your home? What do you value? What are the areas of the Austin metro that you're looking at? Maybe you're looking at the Dallas Fort Worth area. If you do, I have plenty of realtor partners that I can connect you. And even here in Austin, if I think your criteria is a better fit for somebody else, I will absolutely connect you with that person. So if you want a recommendation on the best builders for your criteria, reach out to me. My number is at the bottom of the description of this video. Shoot me a text introducing yourself, and I'd be happy to connect from there. Now, if you want to see more homes for sale, go ahead and click on the website at the top of the description of this video. And then if you want to see one of the most underrated Coventry plans, go ahead and click on the Haskell plan on your screen. And as always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.